First, we start for initial outlay for Subaru WRX STI. As we see in the question that I put aside, in the initial outlay, we should put the cost that should have been to purchase the Subaru for year 0. First, we must put purchase cost, shipping, import duty, insurance during delivery, transformation and custom paintwork and racing stripe. And at last, we must include working capital change. So the total is RM338,000. For annual depreciation, RM338,000 minus 775,000 divided by 8 years and get RM39,135. For operating cash flow, we take the earning before depreciation and tax (EBDT). So we minus with depreciation and get earnings before tax (EBT). And after that, we minus with tax and we get earnings after tax, or we call net income. So to get operating cash flow, we take earnings after tax plus with depreciation. So the total is RM206,990. We have to calculate it from year 1 until year 8.
Next, the terminal value represents the expected recovery at the end of the project. It includes salvage value RM75,000, recovery of net working capital RM20,000. Thus, the total terminal value is terminal value equal to RM75,000 plus RM20,000 equal to RM95,000. This amount is added back in the final year of the project. Now, let's calculate the net present value NPV of the investment. The formula is NPV equal to initial outlay plus PV of operating cash flows plus PV of terminal cash flows. Initial outlay for year 0 equal to negative RM388,000. Present value of operating cash flows for year 1 to 8 RM206 and 990 multiplied by the present value interest factor for annuity at 15% for 8 years, which equal to RM928,826. Present value of terminal cash flow RM95,000 multiplied by the present value interest factor for 8 years, which equal to RM31,056. So total NPV is NPV equal to negative RM388,000 plus RM928,826 plus RM31,056 equal to RM569,199. Since the NPV is positive, this indicates that purchasing the Subaru WRX STI is a financially viable decision. After calculating the initial expenditure, depreciation, operating cash flows, terminal value and NPV, we find that the investment in the Subaru WRX STI generates a positive NPV of RM571,882. This suggests a favorable return for the company.
Option 2. Instead of buying the Subaru WRX STI, JDM can OPT to upgrade their all-lancer Evolution S to extend its economic life and improve its performance. This will include upgrading the current 4B11T engine used in the car to significantly increase its performance. The current turbocharger will be replaced with a new one to help the engine to yield more horsepower. The car body and frames will also undergo extensive upgrading works. Once upgraded, the car will be known as Lancer Evolution 11. The overall upgrading works will cost JDM RM160,000. The car can continue to participate in the World Rally Championship WRC for another 6 years period. JDM believes the car can be sold for RM60,000 at the end of its life. The Lancer Evolution X was bought 4 years ago and with a total cost of RM280,000. Without any upgrading works done, the car has 4 years remaining economic life. The Lancer Evolution X can be sold today for 92,000 ringgit. Now I would like to share a solution of calculation for Mitsubishi. Upgrade cost for Lancer. The upgrade cost to transform the Lancer Evolution X to Evolution 11 is given directly 160,000 ringgit. For current sale value of all Lancer, which is Evo X, can be sold today for 92,000 ringgit. Annual straight line depreciation for upgrade Lancer in 6 years. For upgrade cost is 160,000 ringgit. For salvage value is 60,000 ringgit. Useful life is 6 years. Annual depreciation is 160,000 ringgit minus 60,000 ringgit divide 6 equal to 16,666 ringgit 67 cent. For book value of the old Lancer at sale date, for original cost is 280,000 ringgit. Useful life is 8 years. Used for 4 years. Annual depreciation is 280,000 ringgit divide 8 equal to 35,000 ringgit. For accumulated depreciation, is 35,000 ringgit times 4 equal to 140,000 ringgit. For book value is 280,000 ringgit minus 140,000 ringgit equal to 140,000 ringgit. For operating cash flow for the Lancer Evolution 11, upgrade cost is 160,000 ringgit. Residual value is 60,000 ringgit. Useful life is 6 years. Annual depreciation is 160,000 ringgit minus 60,000 ringgit divide 6 equal to 60,667 ringgit.
Earning before depreciation and tax for year 1 is 250,000 ringgit. Depreciation is 16,667 ringgit. Earning before tax is 233,333 ringgit. For tax 24% is 56,000 ringgit. For earning after tax is 177,333 ringgit. Operating cash flow is 194,000 ringgit. Earning before depreciation and tax for year 2 is 220,000 ringgit. For depreciation is same like year 1. For earning before tax is 203,333 ringgit. For tax 24% is 48,800 ringgit. Earning after tax is 154,533 ringgit. Operating cash flow is 171,200 ringgit. Earning before depreciation and tax for year 3 is 230,000 ringgit. For depreciation is also same like year 2. For earning before tax is 230,333 ringgit. For tax 24% is 51,200 ringgit. Earning after tax is 162,133 ringgit. For operating cash flow is 178,800 ringgit. Earning before depreciation and tax for year 4 is 210,000 ringgit. For depreciation is also same like year 3. Earning before tax is 193,333 ringgit. Tax 24% is 46,400 ringgit. Earning after tax is 146,933 ringgit. operating cash flow is 163,600 ringgit. Earning before depreciation and tax for year 5 is 240,000 ringgit. Depreciation is also same like year 4. Earning before tax is 223,333 ringgit. Tax 24% is 53,600 ringgit. For earning after tax is 169,733 ringgit. For operating cash flow is 186,400 ringgit. For earning before depreciation and tax for year 6 is 245,000 ringgit. For depreciation is also same like year 5. Earning before tax is 228,333 ringgit. For tax 24%, 54,800 ringgit. Earning after tax is 173,533 ringgit. For operating cash flow is 190,200 ringgit. So for initial investment is upgrade cost equal to 160,000 ringgit. For opportunity cost sale of oil Lancer, which is Evo X, is 92,000 ringgit. And total initial outlay is 160,000 ringgit plus 92,000 ringgit equal to 252,000 ringgit.
Hi, my name is Irfan Azim bin Hairul Anwar, and today I'm going to continue to option 2, calculating the NPV of Lancer Evolution 11. So first, we need to calculate initial outlay, which is upgrade cost RM 160,000 plus with opportunity cost sale of all Lancer, which is RM 92,000. So the total initial outlay we get RM 252,000. And next, we need to prepare the PV of operating cash flow from year 1 to year 6. Year 1 we get the OCF is RM 194,000 multiplied by PVIF 15% year 1, which is 0.8696, and we get PV for year 1 is RM 168,702, and for year 2 the OCF is RM 171,200. The PVIF 50% year 2 is 0.7561. We get RM 129 and 444. So continue for 6 years, and the total of PV of OCF we get RM 684,154. So after that, we calculate PV of terminal cash flow. Total of terminal value we get from salvage value, which is RM 60,000. We multiply by PVIF 50% year 6, 0.4323. We get RM 25938 ringgit Malaysia. And the total NPV we plus all, which is total PV of terminal cash flow and total PV of OCF and initial outlay, which we will get RM 458,092. That's all. Thank you.
For the recommendation, the better option is the one with the higher NPV. Since option 1 Subaru WRX STI has a higher NPV, it represents the more financially advantageous choice for JDM. Thus, JDM should choose option 1 because it provides a higher return as indicated by the larger NPV, which means the investment in Subaru WRX STI will generate greater financial benefits compared to upgrading the Lancer Evolution X.